Sarah, what does it mean now that you're down to potentially the final couple of weeks, maybe longer, hopefully if you guys keep playing longer, that your senior season is this is kind of it for you guys? What does it mean for you?
It means so much. My love for volleyball has grown, and like just thinking about only 2 weeks left is crazy because during the summer we come in every week, and so it's not just the few weeks of high school volleyball. It's more than that. It's all the summer fun times you get with your teammates, and it's kind of crazy that that's going to be over, but life moves on, and I know that we're going to go places, and so will all these ladies, and it's nice to see us grow as a team too. So it's bittersweet overall, but it's going to be a good thing.
It has to be also kind of nice to know that you've helped build a program that's back to competitiveness and nobody takes you lightly anymore, and all that hard work paid off.
Yeah, we have worked so hard, and it has paid off because when we were on JV, it was kind of rough, but I mean, that's why you're on JV, to grow, and it's really been nice to see how far we've all came and what a great team we are, and like how good our camaraderie is and our chemistry, and it's fun. It's really fun.
And Coach and I talked a little bit ago, and it's very true. Anything can happen in sports. Whether it's Hagerstown or anybody else, you can beat these teams if everything goes correct. But she said you got a couple of things to work on. Talk about that to get yourself ready for next week in the tournament.
Right. Well, I think some of it was nerves because we've been looking forward to this Hagerstown game this whole year, and then it was here, and we were like, oh my gosh, And so I don't think that we were all at our top level that day, so we just really need to work on the basics. I think it just gets down to the basics. We kind of nonchalant things, but you got to be on every time. It's not just the fact that you have to swing well, you have to get there to the ball, you got to move to the ball, and it's a lot of that. So I think that's something we're going to work on, definitely.
Yeah, I was going to say, and you have to share that as a senior with the younger players, that they do kind of play for you now, don't they?
Right, yes, it's really nice. Coach has done this great thing where whenever we warm up, the varsity goes with the JV player and we warm up together so we can help them. And it's cool. I've loved working with the JV. Sometimes when in between games, some of us will go up and give them tips, and I know they appreciate it a lot. And it's cool like how the varsity is so close with the JV even though we're not on the same exact team.
But it is nice from your standpoint to give back, though, because you have to look at other players that maybe have done the same thing for you, right?
Oh, yeah. I've looked up to so many girls that have graduated, and they still come to games, and, they still come up to me, and they text me good luck, and it's awesome because that's one thing about Centerville is everyone's so nice to each other, and they've helped me, and I love helping them, and it's just a great thing.
Do you care, before we talk about Lincoln tomorrow and then, of course, Hagerstown again, do you care who you draw in the tournament? Because all those teams are in there. You're all familiar with everyone, so does it really matter who you draw?
No, I really don't think it matters who we draw. You can't overlook any of the teams. All the teams in sectionals are very talented, and that's one thing we do tend to do is kind of overlook people because we're so excited about the farther on games, but you can't get there until you beat the first ones. So I think that it doesn't matter because whoever we draw, we're going to have to put all of our effort out there because if not, then we always can lose, that's always an option. So.
What do you offer? And you guys have been in tournament play before, and it's different. There's a different feel about it because you either win or you go home. How do you keep everybody's nerves where they need to be and make sure you're not too high or too low when the tournament rolls around?
Yeah, it's especially sectionals because, it can potentially be your last tournament of the whole season. It's really tricky because, some people get really worked up, but really what it is it comes down to friendship and, you got to just be there for them because everyone's going to be nervous. It's just a natural thing. And I think the biggest thing is just to tell them it's okay to make mistakes and it's going to happen. I mean, no one's perfect. So every time someone makes a mistake, you got to go up and tap them on the back and be like, you'll get the next one. And I think that really helps the nerves because without that, you just feel like you're bringing your team down, but with your other teammates reassuring you that you're not, it really helps a lot. So. All
right, Lincoln and Hagerstown, still 2 left. We're jumping to the tournament. We don't need to yet, but 2 very good teams you'll be playing. Now, talk about this week and what these 2 matchups mean for you guys to get ready for next week.
Well, they mean everything for us to get ready to the next week because, we'll most likely meet up with some of them in sectionals. And it's just a really big games for us because, you know, if they beat us, then they're going to have all that momentum, and it's going to be harder for us to get back up there, which we definitely could, but we're not going to lose. I'm confident. Like, I think we're all really ready for it. They're really good teams, but we've been working all year for this and training for that, and I'm really excited to see, like, how it turns out, and I'm excited. Like, it's going to be good, I think.
Hey, I got to ask you one last thing. You know these teams so well, and they know you so well. Are there any advantages to either team when you know each other that well that you can't really sneak anything by each other?
Right. It's kind of funny because, you know, some of the girls from Lincoln will play with us on club ball, and you know, it's kind of like that. But, you know, during season, it's not like that. You know, they're not gonna help you out just because you know each other. And so of course we're still friends, but it doesn't change anything with the season because they're not going to be like, hey, we have this spot open on our court. You know, they're not going to tell us that. But it's nice because, you know, you can play against them but still be friends and not have anything wrong with that. You know, it's competing. You know, that's how it works. And, yeah, that's basically what it's like. So.